my beautiful yoga peeps. Today's video is different than as a practice I have done. Today I'm going to be showing you and breaking down how to do different poses. So today's pose is a triangle. Featured pose is a triangle. Triangle pose is such an important part of the standing poses. It stretches and elongates the muscles of your waists while opening your hamstrings and the hips. And I'm also going to show you a standing wide revolving pose that also improves your coordination and massages your digestive organs. So we're going to start with a correct stand of doing a triangle pose. So you want to stand wide. That's an important part. But if you are a beginner, you can stand just a little bit closer. So that's always very important. Start a little bit slower, and then as you improve your flexibility, you can allow yourself to step a little bit wider. Position of the feet is very important. Your feet are pointing forward. Make sure that your pelvis is slightly tilted forward and your chin is slightly lifted. So this is our starting position for a triangle. I also always like to put my hands on the waist, having fingers in front of me. It kind of becomes an indicator if my hips are pointing forward. So at this time, I'm going to take my right foot and pointing it out. So as you can see, my fingers are now pointing toward the right. So this is very important that it points forward. So I'm going to turn. My legs stay where they are. Now my fingers are pointing forward. Important element of the feet. From the heel of your right to the middle of your left is a straight line. So you have to make sure that you're aligned. I have a pattern on my mat that allows me to do that. But if you're just a beginner, you can put a tape in the middle of your mat to allow you to see if you are in the correct alignment. Once you found your feet, make sure that your right knee is soft. You never want to lock it in. It's also not bent. At this time, we're going to open arms on the shoulder level. So this is a beginning, the start of the pose. From here, I'm going to elongate and reach to the right while extending the left hip out to the left, like this. Okay, so if you're doing it with me, try it one more time. And reach. You can stay right here, or you can reach just a little bit more. Now, lifting my left arm and lower my right hand down. I want to make sure that I am aligned. From here, start slowly lowering down. Now, my indicator is my left arm. The minute I feel that it starts coming forward, that is where my alignment is. So even if I'm right here, this is my alignment. This is where the chair comes handy. So you can have your hand on the chair and have your triangle there. So this is a modification for your alignment. Remember, reaching the floor is not the goal. Having alignment is. Another thing that you can use is a block. You can place it vertically, this way, or down, whichever your flexibility allows you. So reaching, left arm up, right arm down, inhale, and start slowly lowering down to the chair. You can stop there, or going farther, you can lower to the block. I still see that my left arm is aligned. So I can see I can lower my block down. I'm still in alignment. I can put my block this way. Or I can touch the floor as long as I know that my alignment is still there. And as a variation is that you can place a block behind your foot or touch the floor. I personally like in front. And gently release. Now we're gonna do it on the other side. So remember, indicator for the hips. From the heel of your left to the middle of the right straight line. Opening arms, inhale, reach. You can reach a little bit more. Right arm up, left arm down. Start slowly lowering down to the chair, to the block, or to the floor, as long as you are remaining in alignment. Remember, knee is soft, is not bent, and it's not locked in. That is such an important element. And gently release. Now, another great way to use a triangle is to revolve it. So usually triangle follows by revolve, but you can do it as a separate pose altogether. Once again, opening right foot out. Now here, I'm going to turn my body and align with this leg in front of me. Again, my fingers are indicators. Once I know I have an alignment, I can stay here. Now, left arm in front, right is behind me. I'm going to reach and elongate forward. You can bring your hand to the chair and lift your right arm up, revolving this triangle. You can lower down to the block. Or the floor. Now, important element is that your knee stays soft, but as straight as possible. Even if you bend and you straighten it for a moment and goes back to bend, it's okay. You're creating muscular memories. And release. And now to the other side. Aligning with the leg in front of you. So I am now on the left, my left foot in front, right arm in front, left is behind me. Reach, elongate, lowering hand down to the chair, to the block, or to the floor, revolving triangle, making sure your knee is soft. If it's bent, straighten it just for a moment, creating muscular memories. Now I'm going to put together the triangle and a revolve triangle, and also going to talk about the position of the head. Where should you be looking? So starting with feet open wide, finding my indicator, opening right foot out, making sure that I'm in alignment, opening arms, inhale, reach, elongate, exhale. Lifting left arm up, right arm down, inhale. Start slowly lowering down to the chair, block, or floor, exhale. Now, since your knee is straight, on your feet, it goes towards your toes. You want to feel, you don't want to go towards your heel. So you want to feel your foot stability go towards your toes. Now the gaze, you can look up, you can look straight, but if your neck gets tired, you can look down. Now lowering your left hand down to the block or to the floor. to the chair if you need to, and revolving this triangle to the other side. And I'm going to demonstrate it on the chair as well. And release. On the chair, you would be here, lowering down and revolving. And now to the other side. Inhale, on exhalation, reach. And start slowly exhaling, lowering down. Gaze is a forward, up, or down if your neck gets tired. Lowering your right hand down and lifting your left arm up. Remember to use modification for a block or a chair if you need to. Now, wide stand bind. This is something that elongates your body, but also improves your coordination and improves your digestive organs. So you want to come forward. From here, bringing your left hand over your right foot, bringing your right arm behind your back and lowering yourself down. And to the other side. Now, if you're doing this on the chair, you can bring the chair in front of you, finding your alignment, and one way and another. Triangle is such a wonderful pose. I feel great just doing this little practice right now. I feel my hamstrings, my hips, the sides, my waist elongated. It really feels great. So until then, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this pose, and bye.